Welcome back after the drinks break. Sam Kami. He's going to have a change of ends, and we've had a little bit of a shuffle in the commentary box. Great to have a guest commentator come in and join me. He subbed in for me, and I think, judging by one of his tweets this morning, he's been confused a few times for me as well. We've got Paul Radley, cricket journalist and finest associate cricket writers from the national newspaper in Abu Dhabi. Joining us, Paul, describe to me the scene we're seeing right here.
I can't, mate. I've not got words for it, mate. It's just unique, I think. Describe it.
This isn't just good for associate cricket, this is great for cricket full stop.
Yeah, brilliant. This tournament, how many games is it then? It's 126 games. Comes down to this on the very last one. You having to introduce the Prime Minister ahead of play. People hiding in the fence, a rusty barbed wire fence to get in. Thousands of people outside of the ground finding any vantage point to watch. It's nothing I've ever seen before.
I'm actually glad they didn't tell me that the night before, because I didn't sleep much last night with the nervous excitement anyway, and then having to introduce the Prime Minister, yeah. Certainly took it to the next level, and I think he really enjoyed it. He was wishing both teams well, as any good statesman would do, and he had a special long moment with Rohit Paudel, didn't he? Such an impressive young leader. Talking before you were on air,
anyway, and then having to introduce the Prime
about
Minister,
how everyone seems a bit on edge, but Rohit Kumar Paudel still seems ice cool.
Yeah, I suppose Liverpool, perhaps not to this extent, but their players are used to playing in front of big crowds, which must help on a day like today.
Nicely guided, that's a very good stroke. A stroke of real quality. And after a difficult, 3 or 4 months for Ria Aravind, he's back to showing us why so many of us think of him as maybe the brightest young batting talent in associate cricket. And he's doing it on the biggest stage you could imagine. Class.
Yeah, and in fact the media centre is right next to the UAE dressing room, and as I was walking up the steps, this is really nicely played, by the way. Lovely little uppercut, nice and late, down for 4. Yeah, so I was walking up the steps earlier on. I actually was walking up just exactly the same time as Ritia was walking up. I had a quick word with him actually about his form.
He's taking his time.
Yeah, well, I said to him, things looked like they were starting to click yesterday when he didn't have a spectacular innings. Obviously didn't need to, with Wasim doing what he was doing at the other end. He said, yeah, it was good to be out there, because he said he really struggled. He's got a really good head on his shoulders, actually. I remember last year when he was really flying in all formats of the game, like making his name. In actual fact, he was nominated for ICC Player of the Month, one of the month. I remember him saying at the time that he feels like he needs to cash in while the going's good like this, which I thought was an excellent attitude. 155 for 4 after 35.
There is the president of the Cricket Association of Nepal, and a great job he has done, Mr. Chatter Bahadur Chand. It's not just been the on-field stuff that has been a concern at points over the last couple of years for Nepal, but the off-field stuff, and it feels like the two of them are just coming together in good harmony, and we're maybe now starting to see this bright green future for Nepali cricket that's so long been talked about, but has never quite been seen